For your consideration, a baseball game that happened in June was played on August the 26th. The batter became the catcher, and the umpires got the call right. You're watching the Twilight
Game. Hey guys, welcome back to Swing and a Drive. Today we're discussing the Twilight Zone game, featuring Danny Jansen and, well, several of the Jays' young new arrivals. This was a crazy
It was
game.
pretty crazy.
The announcers had some fun with it, and we're just going to run down some of the things, but like some of the stats and some of the crazy situations that were going on. But the question we thought of when we were thinking about what's the significance of this game, would the Jays that existed on June 26th have won the game if it had been played on June 26th for real? And I, personally, I'm going straight up. No effing way. Not a chance.
I'm with you, man. That's a hard no.
It's like Blue Jays were barely hitting. The bullpen was a shadow of its former self, and it was in full meltdown mode. We hadn't made any of those changes. The only thing that I will say is the starting pitching has mostly been solid all year long. Like there's been some gaps, but the starting pitching's been mostly solid all year. So other than that, everything else on the team was like haywire. Now, it was fun and all that, but part of what made it fun was that the Jays came away with a victory that they would not have otherwise probably gotten. I say probably. I feel very certain about it, but
I feel confident saying it too. Like
I'll just say it now. Here's I'll give you the breakdown. Here's the comparison of the teams. So the Blue Jays winning percentage from March 28th to June 25th was .457. They had a record of 36-43 at the time going into the 26th game. So I didn't use that game because that would kind of muddle the stats. So just to get a clear picture of what team we had, our team batting average was .233. Team OPS is .680. We had 69 home runs, which worked out to .87 home runs per game. Now, post-trade deadline, I think every Blue Jays fan now sees quite clearly there's a different vibe, there's energy, there's just some positive feelings around the team. Clearly the pressure's off.
They're having fun, which is obviously more fun to watch.
So winning percentage since the trade deadline is .560. 25 games played, 14-11 record. We have a batting average, total team batting average is .240, which was actually surprising. I thought it would be a little higher than that, but I mean, is what it is. Team OPS though, .749 compared to the .680 prior. And then the home runs, this is the biggest part, 33 home runs in 25 games, which is 1.32 home runs per game compared to the .87 home runs per game before. So and there was a power outage all year before the trade deadline. Everybody knows like that. This was one of the biggest gripes that Blue Jays fans had is we didn't improve the offense like we really wanted to after last year's offensive sputtering performance, and that all of a sudden seems to be kind of coming around. So that's fantastic news. And this team won it. The other team, I don't think that they were gonna take the win. I just don't. In June, Boston was also playing better than the
Boston
Jays.
was playing better. Jays were playing worse. It was one of Rodriguez's earlier starts, so like he was on a pitch limit still. So who knows how well that would have gone? He might have even only got 2 innings.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. Like, just the team is playing better now, for sure. Like, obviously the numbers say it too, but like overall the team is playing better. The guys that are still here are playing better than they were before, and the young kids are playing equal to what the guys that we got rid of were playing, at least, right? At least better.
Yeah.
Right? They're playing with some energy and they're playing with some life. So
like they want to be here.
I agree. Like the answer to that question is easy in my opinion, and no chance would they have won that game if it was actually played on June 26th.
Yeah. But it was played on June 26th, Logan. No. I just think that's the whole thing around this game was fun, what it is. But
So the game was awesome. It was super fun. A few funny notes to touch on. Like obviously the Danny Jansen thing, super cool for him. He's got stuff going into the Hall of Fame. He'll have a little section with his name on it in the Hall of Fame. Super cool for him. Still guts me every time I see him in a Red Sox uniform.
that's weird, right?
So weird. Leo Jimenez getting his debut while he was technically playing in Buffalo at the time. And Will Wagner
Billy
getting
Dubs,
his debut while he was technically playing in the minor leagues for Houston at the time.
Yes.
Both kind of funny. I don't really like it in the case of Will Wagner because now the first pitch that he saw was not a double into the outfield, and it rewrites the Billy Dubs origin story. So that's a shame.
Yes, I think that the Marvel retcon of the Billy Dubs origin story is it's a disappointing development.
Disappointing development, yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably going to review bomb that one, I think, but I'll wait for it to. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop that.
Springer getting a home run, giving him a 3 games in a row with home runs. The 24th, 25th, 26th of June.
June. Yep.
His 7th home run of the season. Then later in the day, hitting his 19th home run of the season. Like all these sort of things, they were fun. The broadcaster had a lot of fun with it. Dan and Buck. Buck kept forgetting, and it was hilarious every time.
Yes. Yeah.
Like every time. So that was good too. It was just super weird. And I don't understand why the stats weren't just put onto the August 26th. I don't understand. Doesn't make it really any sense to me at all. The game was moved to that day. Why weren't the stats moved to that day? But yeah, like retro doing stats and like the home run that Springer hit in the morning didn't count to the 15 home runs in a row, 15 games with a home run in a row that the Jays have right now.
Yes.
Good thing he got one in the evening as well.
Fortunate he got the second one. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a fun day. I just thought it was fun. Like everything that happened, you're like, oh, that is hilarious. Like, how did that happen? Or, oh, that's neat. Like, it was just fun.
And like,
and then they won. So
and props to Cora for playing along and understanding the history making that could happen with that, and saying, hey, this would be really cool to see. So I don't know what was going on in their team.
The quote from him was pretty funny. Like,
I didn't see, what was it?
He I'll paraphrase obviously, but like he got way out in front of it, right? He said a couple of days before, like 3 or 4 days before the game, Danny Jansen will be starting in the game. Like he'll be in the game. Danny Jansen will be in the game. And it was basically like to the reporters, Danny Jansen will be in the game. Just stop asking me about it, okay? I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm putting him in. Stop asking about it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Go write about it. Stop asking. Yeah. Like, yeah. So that was kind of funny. That he was just like, yeah, we'll do it. Fine. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But yeah, like that bit of history is the coolest part, obviously.
Totally.
But there were so many other little bits that were just funny or fun and stuff you'll never see. Like 30 some odd years of watching baseball. We'll never see that again. Like the suspended thing is new. The suspended game, for those of you that don't know, they started suspending games in 2020. And it's just one thing that stuck around since then, from the COVID rules. For several reasons. Like, there's no point in erasing stats. There's no point in erasing innings. There's no point in adding innings to pitchers' arms. All of that sort of stuff. They suspend it, resume it later. Obviously intended to be within a couple of days, not months down the road.
Clearly.
So that made this super unique.
Yeah. We're going to end her there. Thank you guys for watching the video. And
this has been the Twilight Game.
Perfect. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.
Go Jays.